What's going on, everybody? It's Joey Burkett A here. High production value Joey Burkett A here, because I'm going to be talking a little bit here today. The title probably says a few different things, but let's get into the state of the hobby and how I see it as a collector. And then I'm going to show a couple things that in my stuff here. To in the end here, for I have one card mail day and something I wanted to show. But anyways, let's move into the little bit of hobby talk. I wanted to talk about what's the state of the hobby kind of now, in my eyes. It's been a roller coaster, hasn't it? And I'm not much for roller coaster. If you compare it to the stock market, for me, I'm the guy that's near retirement and wants to stay in the safe zone. If you were on the COVID bubble, ultra modern graded went from penny stock to crazy high to in the basement. My stuff stayed right in that stocks and bonds, that bonds kind of area, the gradual increase. It is what it is. If you didn't see it coming, it's just like how our stock market works. The regular stock market, it's a bubble. It's a bull market. And it's popped. Ultramodern went down the toilet. Hall of Fame. Cards before, I would say modern cards to back to vintage cards. For the most part, stayed there. Hall of Fame and vintage and vintage rookies and graded vintage stuff. Take a nice big increase. Modern, which I would say my Bart Starr stuff is modern. Kind of stayed on the even keel, if not a little bit of rise, but the ultra modern graded tanked. Was it a mystery? No, we all knew it was going to happen. So that's why people bought in, like myself, sold a lot of stuff. We were in that market where it was time to sell when it was. I mean, I wasn't going to wait much longer for a lot of stuff. Am I a card guru? No, absolutely not. As far as selling stuff, we've seen this coming. It was going to happen. But we're talking about prices of cards, which I normally don't talk about. I mean, I tell you how much I paid for things, no problem. No, when I first started collecting Bart Starr, you can get an awesome patch auto for like $80 to $100, right? So I'm into a lot of it for nothing. It's taken a steady grade higher. It's just that steady increase. Part of it is because our dollar is worth less. Not worthless, but worth less. And that people are starting to appreciate Bart Starr a little bit more. Great. I mean, I have ultra modern sets right here, but they have categories for me that they had to have. Hall of Fame or Legends, because the NFL Top 100 set, it's not out because it's in a box right now because I need more cases. But the NFL Top 100 set, for the most part, is Hall of Fame players, right? There's people that are not Hall of Fame players in the set that probably will be Hall of Famers. So Hall of Fame, on card, and eye appealing. Spectra Hall of Fame. What can I say? So it's an ultra modern set, but I think it's done the way it should be done. Even though their quality control on my set has went to crap as of late, but that's neither here nor there. But it's ultra modern, and it's done right. If you do stuff like that, it'll not only will it maintain the value, but it will also increase. I think over time, the Spectre Hall of Fame set is going to be one of those top 10 sets of all time. Me being biased, though, because I love what I love. And I think the NFL Top 100 set, I don't think it's going to be that, but it would have been if they would have got them to inscribe on every single card NFL Top 100. I thought then it would have exploded even more than it is now. I think that would have been perfect, but that's just me. They would have to pay. Panini would have had to pay more to get that done. So, not like I don't collect ultra modern, but I collect specific ultra modern. Now, Impeccable Football just came out not too long ago, and that's ultra modern, right? Great stuff, love it. But there's a Jordy Nelson Super Bowl card on there, auto, and it's a sticker auto. I took a picture of it, sent it to Michael. This film not yet rated. I said, wouldn't this have been great? It was not Jordy Nelson. It was Donald Driver. I'm sorry, but wouldn't this been great if this was on card? He goes, yep. And then a few minutes later, he shows me a picture of the Aaron Rodgers, which is on card of the same Super Bowl auto from this year's Impeccable. And I'm like, oh, that's right. That's the way it should have been. The Donald Driver would have looked fantastic like that, but it wasn't. So, a product like that, a sticker auto on an Impeccable is just not very nice, I don't think. Yeah. So, the care taken with some of this stuff, when you have a monopoly on football, we don't have the competition like we used to. Upper Deck and Tops and Fleer and everything else, battling against each other to make a better set than each other. Now it's just pump it out, unless it's a few specific sets of the year. I don't get excited about any of it. All this stuff are insert sets. The NFL Top 100 and the Spectre Hall of Fame, they're insert sets. There has nothing to do with the regular product they're coming out in. Nothing to do with it. They're taking and just pumping out product. That's why old school people like me, I guess I'm old school, but we get back to the days when we were kids, or when the hobby had a bunch of competition, which I really loved back in the early 2000s. But I didn't really start get back into about 2004. But the competition made some products come out that were just out of this world. At least in my opinion, it was had to do with the competition, and they cared more of what was going on. You get a product like, why do you think I love 09 UD Black so much? It was a product that had not one redemption in it. And if you see all the stuff that comes out of that product, all the on-card stuff that comes out of that product, to have all on-card stuff, other than your cuts, of course, and not have one redemption. Logistically, they couldn't even try that now. It would never happen. No much legwork they probably had to get that done, to actually get that done, to 09 UD Black. Think about it. Not one redemption. That means they had to have it ready on time. Everybody had to sign. So they went out and got all these people, and there's not just rookies in that. There's Hall of Famers all over that product. So, anyway, that's what I think, the competition would bring back a whole lot of better product coming out. Some innovative product coming out, not just stealing everybody's ideas. Like Panini Black. You're trying to be like 09 UD Black, you're not coming close. Upper Deck would kick your butt. I mean, we gotta get those guys back. I mean, we should have. I can't believe the sports car community hasn't rioted about it. I mean, I'd be the first one, the guy with an upper deck flag like this. I'm like, the foam finger and everything. Upper deck. Be that nerdy guy. That's, you know, Topps Chrome. It's anything to, to get the hobby with some more competition. Is Fanatics going to make that better? We shall see. But I mean, I guess I'm going to I'll be the glass half empty guy and say, ooh, probably not. If they do make it better, and I'm surprised, great. Great. I'll be the first one to admit I was wrong. I'd be the first one to admit it. I'd be like, I was wrong about you, Fanatics. I will go up to their booth and physically at the National apologize whenever they take the product stuff over. I will. I'll be like thanking them for doing the right thing for the hobby. When Panini announced that they were going to have all the rights to football, I think it was 2014 National, the very first National I went to, and they weren't going to do it until what year was it? 2016. So I think they announced it that early. We all went, as people in the hobby, we went, oh no. That's what we said. All of us were like, I can't believe this is happening. This is a dark day. And it has been. And we were all right. We were all correct. It was completely, it made them not care as much and just pump out product. Oh, Panini makes some good products here and there. But for the most part, it is a junk crap that I don't even want to look at. I like all cards. Don't get me wrong. All of them. But we haven't seen the care that we have seen in years ago that we were accustomed to. It's changed. And for old school guys like me, it's not for the better, and it makes me not want any of these new cards unless it's my insert sets. And it's not. This is not a product. This is insert sets. It's not. They're making this separate to everything, and they put them out in multiple different products. So they put them in those products to gain. So people buy these products to gain interest for these other products that are garbage that they don't care about. And they said that to me before. Isn't that weird? Panini has alright said that to me. You gotta put some of your insert stuff in this set because we just gotta gain some interest for it. Okay. But anyways, let's get into some cards. I know I usually don't do a hobby talk thing, but this is the one thing where I wanted to make I usually don't do it because I talk enough anyway. I could sit here and talk for an hour, and you guys know that. Most of you do. But anyways, let's show this card. This is my 6-way auto, and I got a little story here, and like I said, another story. I had them change the label because they had spelled Jerry Kramer's name wrong in the label, and they didn't have the auto grade on here, which we know isn't a 10. It's probably an 8. They just overlooked it, just like I overlooked this. I missed something in the label this time around. I just noticed it just recently. Excuse me. It says 2005 Ultimate Collection. That wouldn't make it Aaron Rodgers rookie year. No. I mean, if this was Aaron Rodgers rookie auto on card, this would be 10K. This is Brian Brahms rookie year in 2008. That's not 2005. So I'll have to get that fixed at the National. I just noticed it now. I'm just like, 2005? I know Brian Brown wasn't drafted in 2005. That's Aaron Rodgers' rookie year. That's how they probably messed it up. Because if you think about it, he's the second youngest guy in the card. Brian Brown was younger. From Louisville. So I'm going to get that fixed in the National. They had no problem. They fixed it for free. They'll take care of me. Anyway, yeah. So I just noticed that now, and that's why I was like, oh, okay. But here's my one card mail day. All this for one card. or well, and to have me get some hobby stuff off my mind. And uh, usually I don't do it. Like I said, my videos will be way longer than this because I talk about the cardboard just as long as I talk. If I talked about the state of the hobby every time I did mail days, you guys can't hang on this long. It's already been 15 minutes and you haven't seen anything new. But from 2007, I was thinking that over there of a mistake on that Ultimate Collection card. But 2007 Topps Co-Signers autographs. Bart Starr and Len Dawson. Now, I have the base version of this. This is the gold version, numbered to 25. 3 of 25. And I just want to say, Topps, with sticker autos, these windows were perfect on this co-signers. Look at that. I don't know if my Bart Starr on my base version stays inside the window for the autograph. This one does. So does the Len Dawson, which Len Dawson usually doesn't have a problem, but Bart Starr sometimes does. He goes, I'd say half of my Bart Starr autographs on sticker go off the sticker. Not only does he stay on the sticker, but he stays inside the window that they put the sticker around, or the window around the sticker. That in itself is an oddity and an amazing. So I will take that. For all you guys and gals, I would have to say, don't want to single out anybody. Here's a reference point. I'll bring out one of my most prized possessions. The 101 Platinum 2006 Limited. It's a window card. It's a mirror sticker, and it goes. Of course, Bart Starr went crazy a little bit and got too big. Of course, he doesn't know it's going to be in a window. It's a window around the autograph here, and they could have placed it a little bit better, and they could have brought it down a little bit. But you're still not gonna, left to right. It's going over both sides. It takes away from the eye appeal of the card. Now, you tell me that was all inside the window? How? It'd probably make the card worth more than it really is. But still, one of my prized possessions. I love the Platinum. It just dances. It's inside of a perfect fit sleeve right now. It is dancy. I mean, that Platinum is just amazing. But as you can see, Topps, either I got really lucky on this card, or it's just not the norm. So that's the care that I'm missing. That I was talking about. The care. I mean, that wasn't miscare with, because it was just, I think they could have thought it out a little bit more and used a smaller sticker, but then he probably wouldn't have signed on all the sticker. But like I said, it's a 101. But all the 2006 autos, there's like a little. I have the rainbow, of course, now, but they're all kind of going out the window, under the window with the autograph. So, did they not care? No, they cared. It's a beautiful card, but this one does not. This one you couldn't even. If you were looking at it far away, you'd say, "Is that on card?" You'd have to ask, because they hit it so well. That's what we're missing sometimes. It seemed like they really cared. Like I said, maybe they didn't, but Topps was pretty good. Well, stuff like that. But anyways, before it hits 20 minutes long, that's the one card mail day and some hobby talk. If you want to see stuff like this once in a while, let me know. If not, tell me shut up and show the cards. I can do that too, but I don't do it I do what I want to do sometimes. I always do. I'm not going to make this channel just to appease an audience. I'm going to make this channel for myself. So 10 years from now, I'm going to look back at this video and say, you're nuts, or you made a lot of valid points. And since my memory is so bad, I will look back on this at one point and say, you were right about Fanatics. You were wrong about Fanatics. And you learn as you go. You know, were you right about a lot of things here, wrong about a lot of things here? Yeah, and that's how I see myself. I look back at videos 10 years before this, and I'm like, I learned so much since, and I'm hoping to do that every day to learn something different. I learned the little nuances of the hobby, little nuances like this, having that both autographs inside the sticker inside the window, which is make that card pretty appealing to me. So that those little things, little extra oomph, you know, it makes the difference sometimes. But anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Take care. Love you guys. See you next time. Hopefully sooner than later, right? See ya.